Hey guys, this is MrCrayfish and welcome back to my Redstone tutorials. In this tutorial today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to build the Brewing Station version 3. So I've done 2 versions before this, but this number 3 version uses a different concept to dispense the ingredients and the water bottles, and I thought I would share it with you because it is pretty cool and I really just like this design. It's really unique, hasn't been done before from what I've seen, so I'm going to show you how it works right now. So basically what you do is we've got these 2 sides here, and this arrow here indicates which ingredient is selected. So we have selected the ghast here, we've selected the magma cream, and we've selected the rabbit's foot. So what we're going to do is we're first going to put some bottles into the brewing stand here, and we've got this refiller here. So basically you put your bottles into the hopper here, or you can do it like that. Okay, it's full at the moment. So basically you right click the button and it'll put the bottles into the brewing stand. Whoops. And then what you want to do is select the ingredient that you want and then right click this button, and that ingredient will go into the brewing stand, and then we'll let that brew for a second. Now as you can see, we've got our orchid potions. We can get our next ingredient, which we might put in we'll put in this blaze powder. So we'll right click the button now because we've selected it, and then as you can see inside the brewing stand now, our blaze powder is inside of it and it's brewing away. And now as you can see, we've got our potion of strength. So it is that simple to create potions with this brewing station. Now I'm going to show you how to build it. So what you are going to need is 50 redstone dust, 18 redstone torches, 32 redstone repeaters, 2 redstone comparators, 3 stone buttons or wooden buttons, whatever you prefer, 11 hoppers, 18 droppers, 18 item frames, 1 brewing stand, and 64 block of your choice. Now the first thing that we're going to do is decide where our brewing stand is going to be. So to do that, what we need to do is dig out 1 block in the ground, and then we're going to place 2 droppers facing upwards. So hold shift while you're doing this, so 1, 2, and then keep holding shift and then place the brewing stand on top like that. And then in front of this bottom dropper here, we want to dig out that block, and then you're going to place 1 hopper going into that bottom one there, so shift and right click, and then we're going to put a button on the front of this dropper here, so hold shift and right click, and then now we can dispense our bottles into the brewing stand. Now to the left here, we're going to leave 2 spaces and then place 1, 2, 3, and then on top of that we're going to place 2 more layers. And now we should have a 3x3 square. On the front of it, place 9 item frames. We're going to come behind, and in front of the middle block here on the bottom layer, we're going to place 9 blocks going towards the back. So that's 4 already, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On the first block here facing towards the back, we're going to place a redstone comparator and then 8 redstone dust on the remaining blocks. Now facing towards the center of the brewing station, what we're going to do is place hoppers next to these wooden blocks, and then on top of these repeaters we're going to place blocks. So hold shift and right click to do this, so you don't activate the block, which will then set the tick delay to something else. In front of these repeaters, what we're going to do is place another 8 blocks, and then on top of these blocks here which we just placed, we're going to place another 8 redstone repeaters facing towards the center, and then in front of these repeaters more placing of 8 blocks. So pretty simple. Now what we need to do is set these repeaters to a 3 tick delay. So initially they're 1, so we need to hit it 3 times, not 3 times, 2 times. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now on this bottom line of blocks here, we're going to place redstone torches on the side of it. And then we're going to get our redstone out, and on this second layer, or the second row of blocks here, we're going to place redstone at the top there. Don't mind that it's joining up, it's supposed to. Then on top of these repeaters here, we're going to be placing some more blocks, so hold shift and right click so we don't ruin the tick delay. So place it on top of all of them, and then on top of this redstone here, we're going to place another 8 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on this middle row here of blocks, we're going to place 1 extra at the front here, and we'll get to that in a second. But first, place 9 redstone along these blocks here. And then on top of these blocks, what we're going to do is we're going to place droppers, so facing towards the center of the brewing station. We simply just go on the right side of it, so that's the left side, we're on the right side here. Place it on top of these blocks here, facing towards the center. Get out our hoppers, and what we've got to do is we've got to place these down, and we've got to have one that's coming into the brewing stand like this. And again, to do that, hold shift and then right click, and then we're going to bring this back right to the end of the contraption, so hold shift and right click and go right back to the back of the contraption. And now what we need to do is mirror this completely on the left side, but just the obviously opposite way around. So we have this here, then this line would be here, so we need to do that now. So I'm going to do it quickly because we've already done it once and you guys should know what to do exactly. I was going to get out some more blocks. So to the right we need to leave 2 spaces and then place 3 blocks down, then add 2 more layers on top of that. On the front, place your remaining 9 item frames. Then come behind and we're going to place 9 blocks going towards the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On the first block, place a redstone comparator facing towards the back, and then place 8 redstone dust on the remaining blocks. To the left of the blocks, we're going to place redstone repeaters facing towards the center. On top of them, we're going to place blocks, so hold shift and right click. Then in front of them, we're going to place blocks. On top of these blocks here, again, 8 redstone repeaters facing towards the center. And then we're going to set them to a 3 tick delay, so initially they're 1, hit them twice, and now we get a 3 tick delay. In front of these repeaters, we're going to need to place another 8 blocks. And then we need to place these redstone torches like on the other side, so simply place them on this side of these bottom blocks here. Now we'll come to the top here, and on this second row of blocks here, place the redstone on the top. And then on top of these repeaters, we need to place some more blocks, so hold shift so we don't ruin up the tick delay. And then on top of this redstone here, place another 8 blocks. Now on this middle row here, again we need to put one at the front here and then place our 9 redstone down, or our remaining 9 redstone. And then get our droppers and make them face towards the center, so we do, and do. Now we are almost done. What we're going to do is going to get our remaining blocks here, and we're going to create a 3 high pillar to the left and then to the right of this one, and then behind on the middle block here we're going to place a redstone torch, and then on the front we're going to place a button. Do that for the other side, so button in the middle and then redstone torch in the middle but on the other side. And then you'll notice that if we have a look up here, you'll see that that redstone is now powered on. Now the final thing that we've got to do is just set it up, so we're just going to go into game mode C for now. And what you need to do is you can choose what item you actually put in there, but I suggest either an arrow or a sword. I prefer the arrow just because it looks a bit better. And then this is our kind of indicator for what item we're going to be selecting, well, dispensing when we press this button here, and then that item will come into this brewing stand. So that is basically it for this tutorial. A few tips before I go ahead and end it off. This item frame up here is this first hopper here. Oh no, not the first hopper, first dropper here. And then it goes around like this. So this second one would be this second dropper. This third one would be the third dropper, and so on. And same with this side. So this first one here is that first one. Second one is the second dropper, and I think you get the gist of it now. So I'm just going to set this up off camera and you'll get an idea. So I've set it all up, and as you can see in this first one we've got our nether wart, and in the first dropper we've got our nether wart, and then so on. And what we're going to do now is test it out. So what we need to first do is put our bottles into the brewing stand. So simply right click the button here, and as you can see it is filled up with water bottles now. And we select our ingredients, so let's just pretend we need that nether wart. Right click the button, and then the nether wart will go into the brewing stand. And now we've got some orchid potions. What we're going to do is we're going to make it into night vision. So I think if we put in pufferfish, I think that's how you do it. So we select pufferfish by pointing the arrow to it, we right click the button, and inside of it now we've got a pufferfish. And we have potion of water breathing. What we might do is quickly just add a make it a throwing potion. So we simply add our gunpowder to it, and it will turn it into a throwing potion. And there we go, we've got our splash potion of water breathing now. So I'm going to tell you guys how this actually works. So I was going to go into game mode C real quickly so I can fly around. And oh my god, this rain is really pissing me off. It's come on like 3 or 4 times during this whole tutorial, and I've only spent like 15 minutes doing this. So, oh my god, Jesus. So I guess we'll start with the start here. This is the selector here. So whenever we point at an item and we press this button, it will put that item into the brewing stand here. And how this works is we get a comparator signal from the item frame here, and however much this is turned, it will give it more power, and then once it gets back to the original state, which is this one here, it will go back to the initial power like so. So basically this here, what we built is a decoder, and this translates the signal from this kind of constant redstone here into individual outputs. And what we do is we use that individual output, which is basically this block here is the output, and then what we've done is we've put these droppers on the top here, and one of these is not powered. So if we just take a look down the bottom here, oh, this one here isn't powered, and this redstone repeater isn't powered. So this means that this dropper at the front here will get powered when I turn off the signal, then turn it back on. And then as you can see in the dropper here, we've got the nether wart, because in the first one we've got the nether wart here. What we're going to do is we're going to flick this twice, and as you can see, we're at this third torch here now. But now you see that we've got these 3 torches off, but if we come up here, you'll see that we've only got these 2 front ones on, and then the third one is unpowered. So that means that this third one here is completely unpowered, so it's not powered by the torch, and it's not powered by the redstone repeater there. So that means it can turn on. Now also the end ones here are powered because these redstone torches are on, so only the third one is unpowered, and then when we turn off the redstone and it comes back on, it will dispense one from the third one here. And as you can see inside of the brewing stand, we have our fermented spider eye. So it's a pretty simple concept. I really liked how it uses this kind of selector here to choose what item you want to put into the brewing stand, and I'm possibly going to be using this for the next series of minefields. And if you don't know what minefields is, it is my YouTuber only server, and I suggest you guys go check out the series, because if you want to see me do redstone kind of stuff in a gameplay setting, go check out that series. So guys, that's going to end off this tutorial today. If you enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more redstone tutorials, hit that subscribe button. If you have any suggestions for redstone tutorials, let me know in the comment section below, because I do read them and I have taken suggestions in the past. And that is it. I will see you guys for the next redstone tutorial. Bye!